Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Iona Athletics podcast, the only podcast that will keep you up to date on everything surrounding Iona College athletics. I'm your host, Mike Phillips. We got a good episode for you this week. We will be speaking to Iona golf coach Sean Burke ahead of the team's trip to Ireland to take part in the Iona UCD Challenge. That interview is coming up later in the podcast. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the episode for a full reset of our upcoming schedule for this coming week. But we'll get it all going with our recap of the week in Iona Athletics, and we have a lot to get to, so let's dive right in. We'll start off on Monday, September 9th. No games happening, but we did have some big news. First off, the announcements from the basketball program. The women's basketball and the men's basketball team have scheduled an exhibition doubleheader on Saturday, November 2nd. The women's team takes on Kutztown, while the men will face Mount St. Vincent. Again, those events on Saturday, November 2nd at the Hines Athletic Center. Also of note on Monday, September 9th, Iona men's soccer freshman Amontis Lotugis was named the MAC Rookie of the Week. Congratulations, Amontis Lotugis, on being named the MAC Rookie of the Week for the week ending September 8th. Let's skip ahead to Tuesday, September 10th. Iona men's soccer fell on the road to number 19 St. John's 3-2. Junior Langworth Lopez, sophomore Isad Makic had the goals for the Maroon and Gold. This game was tied at the half. St. John's jumped in front 3-1 on 2 goals in about a minute span at the start of the second. Iona did fight back, cut it within 1, but they just ran out of time. Good showing, though, on the road against a ranked team, so very good job there from the men's soccer team. Wednesday, September 11th. Volleyball fell on the road to Seton Hall in straight sets. Women's soccer battled to a 1-1 draw at Army. This game had a great pregame ceremony to pay tribute to the victims of the September 11th attacks. And in terms of the game itself, senior Amber Crispin had Iona's lone goal on a penalty kick, while sophomore Emma Havrilla made 9 saves and faced 14 shots. So busy day in net for Emma Havrilla. We're going ahead to Friday, September 13th. Georgetown defeated Iona Volleyball in straight sets in the opening match of the Colonial Classic. Sophomore Cassandra Patzos had 9 kills and 1 block for the Gaels in that game. And we'll go to Iona men's water polo. They were in the Princeton Invitational. They fell to Wagner 13-9 on the first day of that event. Sophomore Herman Rodriguez had a team best 3 goals, and junior Brett Hofer had 2 scores. Saturday, September 14th was a busy day in Iona Athletics. The highlight of the day, men's soccer dominates its home opener. 3-0 win over Binghamton. Isad Makic, Langworth Lopez, and Ignacio Sanchez scored from the Maroon and Gold. Iona 8-1-1 in its last 10 home matches, so huge home field advantage being set up here at Mazzella Field for the Gaels men's soccer team. Men's water polo got the pair of matches at the Princeton Invitational. Navy defeated Iona 15-5. Johns Hopkins picked up a 15-13 hard-fought win over Iona there. Volleyball still at the Colonial Classic. Lost in 4 sets to William and Mary. Battled back 5 sets. Lost to UNCG. Jamie Smith, 15 kills, 2 aces against the Tribe in the first half of that game. And last but not least, on Sunday, September 15th, women's soccer played its second straight overtime game against Wagner. Tough loss, 3-2. Amber Crispin and rookie Sofia Jamanko had the goal scored for Iona. Sophomore Faith Preziosi had an assist. And that will do it for your weekly recap for Iona Athletics. And hang in there, folks. We'll be talking to Coach Sean Burke in just a moment.
4! Fine shot.
All right, welcome back to the Iona Athletics podcast. Joining us today on the phone is Iona's golf coach, Sean Burke. Coach, welcome. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks to her for having me on today.
Not a problem. Glad to have you on. Obviously, your team season kicked off a couple weeks ago at the Ryan T. Lee Memorial Collegiate. How do you think the team performed at the tournament?
Yeah, I think we had it was a good first event. Very well run event, and good course. Challenging but fair and scoreable. We had some logistical things that we had to go back and forth, so that kind of threw the guys off. But we played really well first round. Second round, we struggled a little bit of fatigue. and just kind of, not getting the breaks and, never got momentum going. And, I think we were a little tired and, I got to do a better job of making sure that we're ready to roll and, ready to, put up some good numbers.
Yeah, well, your next event's actually coming up pretty soon. Next week, in fact, you are heading over to Dublin, Ireland for the third annual Iona UCD Challenge. Can you talk a little bit about the history of this event and how it came to be?
Yeah, so this is a really unique event and special and really one that we're obviously privileged to partake in. And, it all started back in the early 2000s with Jim Hines kind of, spearheading it from our side, along with a contemporary from University College Dublin. And they just kind of came up with the idea that the two schools, have kind of an intertwined history and wanted to compete in something. And golf was a logical choice because obviously both had, good programs and, equally matched. And we kind of got that thing going. And, it's really a cool event. We play, match play against University College Dublin, and we have some of our alums who participate in a separate match against the alums from UCD. And it's really special. It's really fun. We get to bond with alumni. We get to bond with, our team, as well as, the camaraderie and sportsmanship that event provides is really unique to our season in college golf.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing I wanted to touch on, you mentioned before, the fact that this is a match play event, not stroke play like most of the usual tournaments are. So does that impact the approach you want your golfers to take as they take the course over the 3 days?
Well, match play, provides a little bit different, style, obviously. You're never out of a hole round where, stroke play, you can, one bad hole can, submarine you. So it's kind of like, especially in the two-man first 2 days, it's playing aggressive. It's trying to make birdies. You don't win a lot of holes with pars in that format. And then obviously singles is one-on-one, and just got to stay focused. And even if you're down, a little swing of momentum can obviously bring you right back into it. So it's a fun format. It's the only one we play all year. They play it over there in almost every one of their events. So obviously they have a little more familiarity with it. But we practice it. We practice matches when we go out and play, and two-man and singles. So we're ready for it. We're up to the challenge and looking forward to it.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned the style of play is very different, not just due to the match play element, but the weather, the courses you're playing on out there, and the experience of playing overseas. Iona won this a couple of years ago. Do you have a favorite memory from your time as a head coach playing over in Ireland?
Well, that was obviously, this will be my third trip over with the team, and both are that we've done have been special and unique in their own right. Obviously, last time 2 years ago, winning the cup was really special. It was kind of the ushering in, if you will, of a new era. It kind of springboarded the last 2 years of success and really foster a confidence. Grew the team chemistry. And having the trip early in the year does that all the time. And, it's really been kind of the foundation piece to the last 2 years. So obviously winning is special, but just watching the bond that the guys have, amongst each other, amongst the teams and our guys and our alumni, is really special as we make connections in multiple different ways.
Yeah, and obviously you guys coming back a couple weeks. Hopefully you'll bring that trophy back with you. That would be great. But you'll also be able to practice more on campus with the new putting green that's being installed. So how will that impact your program moving forward?
Yeah, that's been kind of a dream for the last couple of years, and in the beginning it was a little far fetched, and obviously the success of the program has led to some support and opportunities, and that putting green and short game area is going to be a tremendous benefit. The opportunity to practice around the green is an area that we struggle in finding those opportunities. And being able to go out there for a full practice, go out there in between classes, an hour here, an hour there, every shot that you hit can make you better, and having it at our doorstep is going to be huge. It's kind of it's going to take our program and how we practice and our expectations all the way up to a whole new level.
All right, again, Iona UCD Challenge next week, Coach. Thanks for all the time. Best of luck at the challenge.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
And there you have it, folks. That was Iona's golf coach, Sean Burke. For the full interview with Coach Burke, check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ICGaels. Again, check out youtube.com/ICGaels for the full interview with Coach Burke.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday,
All right, let's take a look at the week ahead for Iona's athletics programs. We will start on Tuesday, September 17th with the golf team in Dublin, Ireland to take on University College Dublin in the 2019 Iona UCD Challenge. That event will continue on Wednesday, September 18th with day 2 of the Iona UCD Challenge in Dublin. The women's soccer team will be at home. They will take on St. Francis Brooklyn at 3 o'clock on Mazzella Field. And the men's soccer team will be on the road at Sacred Heart. Again, all those events happening on Wednesday, September 18th. On Thursday, September 19th, the golf team wraps up the Iona UCD Challenge over in Dublin. And we will move ahead to Friday, September 20th. The men's and women's cross-country team hosting the 25th annual Brother John Patty Doyle Meet of Champions. We talked about that last week on the podcast with Coach Joe Pienta. That event will be happening on Friday. And the rugby team will be traveling to take on number 7 Army. Both those events happening on Friday, September 20th. Saturday, September 21st, the volleyball team is on the road in conference play taking on Ryder. And men's water polo will be playing at Connecticut College. Men's soccer home on Saturday against LIU at 3 o'clock on Mazzella Field. Last but not least, Sunday, September 22nd, another busy day for athletics. The volleyball team, another conference game, this time at St. Peter's. Men's water polo will be taking part in the Connecticut College tournament, taking on Penn State Behrend, Saddleback, and Cerritos. And women's soccer, another conference matchup, this time against Marist. For full game times and venues, be sure to visit our website, www.icgaels.com. And also, don't forget to mark your calendars for our Meet the Coaches event. Be sure to come out to the Yale Club of New York City on Thursday, September 26th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. to meet the coaches of all your Gaels teams. For more information, be sure to check out our website, www.icgaels.com. Be sure to follow the Gaels on social media as well. Just search for our handle @ICGaels on all major social media platforms. That's all we have for you this week on the Iona Athletics Podcast. Stay tuned for new episodes dropping every Monday. Until then, keep fighting the good fight, Gael Nation.